What's up guys, I'm Paul and welcome to my channel. So over the past couple of weeks, I've been doing a little bit of research into you guys, my audience, because I want to know more about you, specifically where you're at in terms of your business. And that's why I've ran a couple of polls on this channel. And I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's voted in those polls. I really do appreciate you actually taking the time to vote on one of those polls. Now the first one was a pretty straightforward one, just straightforward asking what stage are you currently at in your business? Are you in the planning stage? Have you just launched, or you're an established business? There was a couple of other options in there as well. And unsurprisingly, the majority of people, over 50% of those who responded, are currently in the planning stage of their business. And I'm not surprised by this one at all, because my channel is very much focused towards people who are just getting started. So to say, I wasn't surprised by the results of this poll. But I wanted to delve into those guys specifically a little bit deeper and ask, why haven't you started your business yet? So I posted a second poll with 5 options. Number 1 was you need more money to get started. Number 2 was economic uncertainty. Number 3 was you just don't feel ready yet. Number 4 was you need to do more research. Number 5 was other, and I did ask you to leave a comment if you clicked on that, which one of you guys did, but you didn't leave a comment, so I still don't know the reason why you're not ready to start your business yet. But if you are watching this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a comment below letting me know the reason why you don't feel ready to get started yet. But in this poll, I was really appreciative of people being completely honest in their answers. And 50% of the people who responded to that second poll, as of recording this video, said they just don't feel ready to get started yet. And that is why I've sat down and made this video, because I want to speak to you guys directly. Because I've been in exactly the same situation you are, and I want to give you kind of my experience, my advice as to what you need to do next, because it's a horrible situation to be in when you just don't feel ready. And I've been there on multiple occasions, whether it was my e-commerce business, whether it was this YouTube channel, whether it was my blog. I didn't feel ready to start any of those businesses, but at some point I just had to make that decision. I'm either going to go for it or I'm going to walk away from it. And I've come to that point in quite a few kind of prospective ventures that I've been on in the past, because I've had many different business ideas over the years, and some of them I've got to the point where I've got, yes, I'm going to follow this one, and other ones I've decided, no, I'm going to walk away and I'm going to go and do something else. But it is a horrible position to be in, because you feel like you're almost in a what if no man's land, because you kind of conflicted with yourself, because you're having these thoughts of, yes, this could be amazing, this could really change my life, and then on the flip side you're having what is arguably the main reason why people don't start their businesses, and that is the fear of failure. And that is something that holds a lot of people back, not just in business but in life in general, is this kind of fear of failure, fear that you're not going to be successful. And what you need to do is kind of sit down and really analyze this fear of failure. What's the worst thing that can happen? One of those is you can lose money. But the thing is, that is a risk you take whenever you start any business. You could lose money. Take this YouTube, for example. I could have lost the money I invested in this camera, in my lighting setup, in my editing software. There's lots of things I could have lost money on, but it was a risk that I was willing to take. Another thing is, and this is the one that does get a lot of people, is they're worried about the reaction of friends, family, people they know, etc. if their business fails, because they're going to be going out there promoting this business, and if it fails, what are people going to think about them? But a lot of people will be far more supportive than you actually realize. And you don't have to let everybody know. You don't have to do what I did and make a YouTube channel and post a complete video breaking down the exact reasons why your business failed, because that is kind of like the worst nightmare to most people, is everybody knowing why they failed. But you need to weigh this up, and you need to weigh it up against like the risk versus reward category. Is the reward of starting your business and potentially changing your life greater than the risk of failure? Now, I just want to say, in life, there are only 2 guarantees we get. Number 1 is we're born. Number 2, we die. Everything in between, there's no guarantees of anything at all. And there is definitely no guarantees of success. And it's very much down to us to make our own successes in life. I know people believe in things like fate and destiny and things like that, but it still very much comes down to the decisions we make on a daily basis as to whether or not we're going to be successful or not, because we all have the same 24 hours in a day. I've heard that in so many videos in the past and I can't believe I just repeated that. But it is very true. We all have the same amount of hours in a day, and it's what we do with those hours that makes the difference and impact on our lives. So you are going to have to get to this point where you make that decision, and it is literally a split-second decision. You can spend days, weeks, months, even years planning, but it's a split-second decision as to whether you're going to do something or whether you're not going to do it. Because it just takes that quicker time that you change from I might do this to I'm going to do it. And when you make that decision that you are going to go for it, you need to make a positive, actionable step afterwards. So if you're starting an e-commerce business, go and sign up with an e-commerce platform and start building your website. If you want to start a blog, do exactly the same thing. Get some hosting, install WordPress. If it's starting on YouTube, plan your first video out and set a date where you're going to sit down and record your first video. So you always need to have that actionable step when you decide that you are actually going to pursue this business, because this is going to make the process so much easier moving forward into the future, because you're going to have steps that you can follow, and then when you do one step, you're going to plan another step and another step and another step, and before you know it, you're in the process of getting your business up and running. But I hope this video has been helpful, and I know it's considerably shorter than the majority of videos that I post, but I did just want to speak to you guys directly who just don't feel ready. And say you're probably never going to feel ready. There's never going to be the right time to start your business, but you do need to just make that decision at some point to either go for it or walk away from it, because if not, you're just stuck in this kind of no man's land of what ifs, and it can be almost painful to be stuck there. Say I know, because I've been there myself. And once you make that decision that you're either going to do it or you're not, it's like a weight being lifted off your shoulders, and then you can start putting all your plans into action if you decide to go with it, or you can move on to something else if you decide to walk away from it. So I hope this has helped you kind of maybe clear up your mind a bit about what you're going to do and whether or not you're going to pursue your business or not. Because I think everybody has the opportunity out there to make their business and change their lives and take control of their lives and do what they want to do. Because we all have the same 24 hours in the day, and it's up to us what we do with those 24 hours. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like on it. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, you can do by buying me a coffee using the link in the description below. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.